Hello, Musto0063 here to kick off my next project, which as you can see is not another needle game. And in case you're wondering, this screen just pops up in the instant you open the game, so there's no opening cutscene or animation or anything like that. So yeah, that's what you get when you first open up the game. And something to mention before I can really get started is that this is in effect take 2 of this Let's Play. Basically, I'd done a kind of a previous version up to, or not the full set, but maybe up to about the middle of stage 5, and I just kind of listened back to the commentary I had for it, and it was just atrocious. It was either just complete silence, or just kind of nonsensical, or ranting and raving, blah blah blah. So I just kind of felt, listening back to it, I kind of need to take a different step back and take a different approach to this game. So getting clear in my head that it is going to be quite a frustrating endeavour going through all this as much as I want to. I just kind of need to take a step back, and where I get into kind of trouble spots, just maybe start talking about other things. So I have a few topics in mind along the lines of kind of gaming and such like that. But I have a kind of a few things in mind. Yo Sniper's fan game contest being one of them. So probably what I've been doing over my course of my August and such like that as well. So yeah, when I get to the point where it starts getting really frustrating, I'm just dying a whole lot. Yeah, I kind of need to keep my cool a bit more and just take a step back and just talk about other things. Otherwise, this is just going to quickly drive me insane. So a couple of quick things also to mention before we start. There is a controls option where you can map your own controls. I've already got it set to how I want, and control mapping is always appreciative. There's also an achievements one, and I'll scroll off to the right here as you can see. I don't think I'm giving too much away because a lot of them are just question marked out and you can't quite make out what they all are. So I'm going to be trying to complete the game as much as physically possible. I won't give away exactly all that entails at the moment. There's kind of some twists and turns in the game, but as for like 100%ing the game in terms of achievements, you can absolutely forget it. There is no way in hell that I am good enough or have enough patience to clear all the achievements. So yeah, that's not going to be happening. Before we get into the game proper, the only other thing really to mention is briefly the premise, which is that the kid kind of gets dropped off, or just kind of awakens or whatever, and finds himself in an elevator with a big booming voice, basically kind of challenging the kid to escape from wherever the hell he's being held. Apparently there are 100 floors to get through, and yeah, if you can get through it, then the kid will get his freedom. So that's probably enough preamble, so let's actually start off the game properly.
Welcome, participant. You have been chosen to partake in my needle game. This tower consists of 5 stages, 20 floors each, full of unoriginality. If you manage to survive, I will grant your freedom. But until then, let's have a little fun.
So here we are entering the first floor, stage 1. And a couple of quick things to probably mention before we get heavily into the gameplay. So one of the things is that you're kind of, or at least for the earlier stages, the kid kind of finds himself in a very confined space. So as you can kind of see here, there are walls here, and I'm kind of inside a pretty tiny box, and there's not really an awful lot of, not really anywhere else to go. So that's certainly appreciative in that the screens are kind of reasonably kind of small, and it's kind of fairly intuitive, obvious where to go. The other thing that you can kind of see up there is a text box at the top, which is kind of provides running commentary as you go through the game, which actually does provide some kind of light comic relief as you go through the game, and that's quite a nice touch. There are these kind of little save points, and as you can probably guess, we need to get through to the warp or the teleport at the other side. So yeah, let's actually kind of start actually playing the game properly. And for stage 1, it's really kind of not too bad. But the difficulty is going to starts to get ridiculous reasonably fairly quickly. But that was absolutely dumb, and I have no words for it. And if we're going to having that kind of clumsy death, then this is going to be a pretty disastrous playthrough. But let's stop that. Wow! Now you see, I'm already kind of screwing up horribly. But yeah, brilliant. Make the jump and then hit your head on the spike really stupidly needlessly. Yeah, what on earth to kind of say? What's much else to say about this game? So to kind of start off, well, we can start off by saying floor 9, and as you can see, 8 deaths up there. There is some kind of nicer AI to the, if you will, for want of a better phrase, to the text, because it does that screen would, well, if I died one more time, as I just have now, it would have said 9 deaths. So there is kind of some nice, yeah, there is some kind of a clever kind of commentary going on here. And in case you're wondering what that screen, you will need to kind of avoid the kind of red bricks or blocks with crosses through them, as indeed as it always need to do, avoid spikes, which I at the moment just can't seem to do all that well, including walking into what? That one 5 times, I think that was in a row. Are you joking? Clearly I'm not ready to jump through tiny gaps. Or that wasn't even jumping through tiny gaps, that was just walking. Ugh. Yeah, you can kind of already see, like I said, this is take 2, so you could kind of imagine potentially how, it wasn't like it was going all that bad actually, yeah, no, the commentary was just atrocious, but anyway, we got to a point now that I want to point something out. So if you look at the text up there, you can kind of see every now and then that the text is glitching, so it looks like there are kind of some numbers that are kind of appearing, and any time that you see the text at the top there glitch, that means there is a secret exit somewhere in the screen. And let me just kind of go off to the right there, and you can see there's kind of what looks like a secret exit over there, but we have a kind of spike blocking it. But what I'm going to try and do on these screens is not die, is try and clear them properly. So you'll see me kind of make my way to the regular exit. Hopefully on a screen like, for instance, like this one, I don't immediately hit a save, so that I can then press R and reset. So you see me now completely screw up. But you see me complete the screen normally. But now what I'll try and do is show the screen completed normally, and then I'll try and show off the how you get to the secret area the next time. So yeah, there's a switch up there in the top left corner through another kind of a hidden area. And what you do with, well, when you flip that switch, the spike at the bottom right disappears, and you can. Yes, finally, Jesus, and you can make your way across to the right and to the secret area. Now, something else I kind of want to do for the secret areas, because some of these just go on for an absolute eternity. Maybe not the first one, or I'm certainly hoping not, but yeah, these can go on for an age. And as you can see, obviously, the screen's far bigger and there's lots more to do. So what I'm going to maybe try and do for the secret ones is kind of put them together separately in another video, probably adding post commentary to them, because as I say, they're just going to take ages, and I don't want to kind of really do lots of live commentary over them. So yeah, I'll probably stop it now, and so you won't see me getting this secret in this video. I'll put it together at the end, or not the end, but somewhere down the line, without trying to give too much away, showing off me doing all the secrets with post commentary. So yeah, I will be through the magic. I will be back at floor 15 in just a jiffy. Okay, so thankfully, as you can possibly see up there with the number of deaths and the time, although the time's a little bit out because I had to spend time cutting the video and putting it back together. So, but the death count's probably a better indication. But yeah, hopefully you can probably see that. Thankfully, getting that secret did not take all that long. So yay. So whoops. So let's now try and just finish off stage 1. And I guess one thing possibly to say as well is drat. That's not what I was going to say, but oh, for God's sake. I wouldn't really, for a game that kind of, and what I do kind of, I suppose, like about the game in terms of trying to detract somewhat from the needle style point of it, is the kind of the gimmicks bugger, is that I wouldn't really call, which I suppose is fair enough, because it's just kind of giving you kind of an introduction to the game, is that I wouldn't really say stage 1 has any kind of gimmicks or anything, but yeah, yeah, I can't think of one particularly. It's all the screens are fairly small, and that's certainly no appreciated. Yeah, let's not screw up horribly on that one before on the last one. Yay! Yeah. If you think I'm going to get anything else other than an F on pretty much any stage, well, that was stage 1. I might not have done it if I kind of tried to do a speed run or didn't waste time, or indeed deaths trying to get the secret, but I doubt it anyway. But yeah, 57 deaths and only 11.5 minutes, I still got an F. So yeah, you can bet your bottom dollar this was the easiest stage of a lot, and pretty much every other one is I'm going to get an F on as well. I don't want to quite leave the game hanging there because it's just going to kind of and let the time kind of run on. So let's at least kick off, or at least get the introduction to stage 2.
Have you noticed the TNT at the top right? If you ever get stuck, hold down B to destroy all the spikes. Careful though, you only get 2. Save them for emergencies.
So here we are at the opening to stage 2, but I won't go any further than that. I will save that for the first video. Incidentally, I certainly won't be doing something like a video per stage or anything like that, because past a certain point that's just going to be impossible, because I'm going to spend way too much time doing it. But I'm hoping for maybe the first couple or so I might be able to get away with that. So yeah, anyway, this was stage 1, and yeah. Hope you've been enjoyable, and yeah, I hope to see you next time for stage 2. Cheerio.